I believe that Epstein was an Israeli access agent. And I lay out what I believe is a convincing argument for that. And I'm happy to repeat that here. And Dershowitz flipped out. And he said, if he was an Israeli access agent, he would have told me I was his attorney and I could have gotten him off. I could have gotten him less time. And I said, by confessing to espionage, you could have gotten him less time? I would have hung him from a gallows if he had been an Israeli access agent and he admitted to it. So, who knows? My position is, if you are a foreign intelligence service, especially the Israelis, who have access to all aspects of American society, right? If you're an Israeli intelligence officer and you want tightly, closely held information that somebody like Bill Clinton has, or Bill Gates, or Alan Dershowitz, or Prince Andrew, you're not going to recruit any of those people because they don't have traditional vulnerabilities that a CIA officer would be trained to look for, like a need for money, for example, or hatred of your government, or none of those work in a case like this.
Right.
So you're not going to recruit Bill Clinton. You're not going to recruit Bill Gates. What are you going to do? Give Bill Gates $1,000 a month to answer your classified questions? Ridiculous. So you do the next best thing and you recruit the guy who has access to them. And you set him up in this beautiful mansion. You wire the house for video and audio. You give him plenty of money, so he hires this staff. You bring in young girls, underage girls, and you don't necessarily have to use any of those videos. But just in case, you have them in reserve. And then over martinis, as you're becoming the best friend with these people, they start confiding in you sensitive information, maybe in some cases classified information, and then you parrot that back to your handlers. That's what an access agent does. In and of himself, Epstein didn't have access to classified information, but he got classified information from people around him who had access. I told you once before, and I've said this on other podcasts, but I'm going to repeat it. One of my instructors at the CIA, when I was going through the operational training, told me that the best recruitment he ever had in 30 plus years was the copy machine repairman. Because he was able to put a device inside the prime minister's copy machine, so every time somebody made a copy, it transmitted a copy back to CIA headquarters. That's an access agent.
Yes.
That's gold.